This is Spec Ops 56 and my cameraman John coming to you from reloading bench number 1 here in the Spec Ops cave. This is my video entry into Rite2BearCustoms 50 subscriber appreciation giveaway. Of course, last time I looked, he's just about tripled that now in subscribers, so congratulations Rite2BearCustoms. I think your channel is going to grow pretty fast from the looks of it. He is giving away a custom-made holster because he's a custom holster maker. And it looks like a pretty nice inside the waistband holster. Now, what he wanted to know about is what do we look for in a holster? What says quality in a holster to us? Well, I've been buying holsters for quite a while now. And I've had some good ones, some bad ones, and some excellent ones. I've done a fair amount of leather work in the past myself, so I got some idea of what to look for. And based on my experiences with carry holsters, here's what I look for. Now, this holster here I bought about the same time I got my Glock 19, which was about 20 or so years ago, at least 20 years ago. And this is a Gould & Goodrich leather outside the waistband holster, which is the kind I prefer. And what I look for to tell what kind of quality it is, first of all, look at the stitching. You see how even and well done the stitching on this holster is. And this being a Gould & Goodrich, this is not a custom holster, this is a production holster. Gould & Goodrich has been in the business of making holsters for quite a long time, and they've got a reputation for quality. Another thing I look at, the quality and detail of the molding. Is it enough? Is it not enough? Is it just right? Sometimes they can have too much molding. You look at the edges. You see how the edges are finished off, how well they're finished and burnished. Okay, that says quality. You look at the leather itself, the quality of the leather, the thickness. And another thing I look for is the quality of the retention in an open top holster like this. And like I said, I've had this holster for about 20 years. I've worn it quite a lot, although the finish on it has held up very well. The retention on this holster is just right. Now this is my Glock 19 and it's fully loaded with 15+1, so it's not extremely lightweight. And remembering that I've had this for 20 years, this is what I mean by the quality of the retention and the longevity of the retention. This is a quality holster. Now, the second one I want to show you is the first and only custom holster that I ever had made. This one I had made just about 34 years ago by a custom holster maker in the early 80s called Lou Alessi of Alessi Holsters. Now, some of you old timers will probably recognize that name. Lou Alessi at the time was one of the premier custom holster makers, especially for carry holsters. He did a lot of law enforcement business. He was recommended by a lot of big name gun people like Mossad Ayub, for one. And at that time I'd started carrying a 1911 45 and I needed a good quality holster. Well, if you look at this holster, you see the quality and evenness of the stitching. Okay, front and back. Okay, you can see the quality of the molding even after 34 years. Quality of the burnishing and finishing of the edges. quality of the leather. Now, the quality of the retention and the line. This one I want to really demonstrate what I mean by the longevity of the retention. This is my all steel Remington R1 1911, so it ain't light. 34 years. It still holds its retention as good as the day I got it. Unfortunately, and this one was made by Lou Alessi himself when he was still pretty much a one-man shop. Unfortunately, Lou passed on years ago, and so I don't even know if his company's still in business. But this is what I look for in a holster that I'm going to be carrying my self-defense weapon in. So I hope that answers your question, Rite2BearCustoms. And good luck on growing your channel. Good luck to everybody else who enters. But of course, I hope I'm the one that wins.